Hey y'all, it's me. I'm back. I'm coming to you with my finished look. I got my headbands on. You see, I did the black and the gray underneath with the blue on the top. And of course, I got this little top that I made. It's a skirt and the zipper broke. So I use it and I just put a little shoestring in it. And I use it as a little house dress, y'all. Um, and it's real short, but I'm in the house. I want y'all to see what it looked like. This is it. I can't show you the bottom. I don't think the camera gonna go down that far. That's the bottom. But that's my little dress I made. I have some pictures at the end. And here we go. So y'all, today I want to talk to you. The subject is going to be about wives. You know, whether I say wives because even if you are not married and you have a person that you're living with, and y'all are living as though you're married, you know, it's some things that us women we just do. When you find a dude that you really feeling and you want to be with, it's a light that goes on and you just go above and beyond. You know, we women, I can speak for myself. You know, I'm a very emotional type of person, you know, and once I get comfortable with you and I feel like I can trust you with my physical being, then I'll eventually trust you with my emotional and my mental. Meaning mental, that I can trust you with my personal thoughts and experiences. So us as women, we don't, some of us are not like men. You know, men think with the head between their legs first and then the one on their shoulders. You know, because as soon as they see a woman, they be like, ooh, everything is physical first. You know, first they either looking at your ass or they looking at your face, one or the other. So that's just how it is. And y'all, I did say a bad word, but I'm trying to control my mouth. I hadn't always had a potty mouth, you know, but it's by, excuse me, it's a choice that we make, and I'm praying and asking God to help me to get rid of that. But I gotta choose what I don't say. You know, that's just it. That's anything in life. It be once you start doing something and it gets to be a habit, it gets hard to get rid of. So y'all excuse me if I say a few things. If I say anything y'all don't like, I'm pretty sure y'all gonna leave me a message. But anyway, being a wife of almost 15 years, but my husband and I been together 26. Things are not fair. They're not fair. You know, that's just it. Life is not fair. You can give 150%, but that don't mean you're gonna get that. You know, my husband and I been together since we were teenagers, so we went through puberty and all of that stuff together. We went from living with our parents to living with each other, so we've never been a separate adult. You know what I'm saying? So we never got a chance to experience other flesh. Now I'm not saying that he might not have went out and did anything. Could have, you know. And I'm this type of person. I'm not gonna run behind you. I'm not gonna check your wallets, check your pockets, go through your phone to see who you texting and to check out all the numbers that's in your phone. That's not me. I'm not gonna do that. If you choose to not value me as a woman, what I do for you, what I can do to you, the fact that I'm the mother of your children, that we said I do, even if you haven't said I do, if you cannot value me and care for me enough to not go out and mess around, That's on you. You got to live with that. I'm not saying there's not another woman that can do some things for you, but I'm me. You know, I don't feel the same as another woman. When you reach out to touch another woman, you're not touching me. Her body don't feel like mine. You know, something else might be different, and then she may even feel better than me, but it's still not me. That's just me. That's the way I think. She not gonna cook like me. I'm not the best cook in the world. I'm still learning. You know, I used to cook every single day. It wasn't a day that I didn't cook. But within the last 2 years, I don't cook every day. I might cook once a week. My husband do all the cooking now. You know, and you know, they don't put on lotion the way I do. They won't rub you the way that I do. Look, y'all, I cut my husband's hair, and I have been doing that since we have been together, since we've been living together. I cut his hair, I do his beard, I do his feet, I rub his back, his leg, everything. I lotion his hands. Even when we in the car, if he driving and I look down to see his hands, oh no, give me that. And see, he does hard labor, lifting tables, because he you know, and all kind of old heavy stuff and wood, and you know, so his hands get dry. And I try to keep his hands. You know, I'm not saying another woman can't do that. Another woman not gonna wear the same lotion, perfume. You know, she might even buy the same lotion and perfume that I do, but when it hits my body, it's not gonna be the same. So wives, just know that you are a designer original. There's not another one like you, because I guarantee you, when he leave you, there's something that's going to remind him of you. And every now and then he'll smile or be like, man, why did I do that? You know? So believe in yourself, love yourself, strut your stuff, honey. You straighten up your back, stick out your breast, poke that butt out, switch them hips, point them toes in, out, however you want to walk. Stand with your legs. I know the little things that I do as a wife, you know, to entice my husband, things that he think is cute and sexy. I could be standing to the kitchen sink, and I could lean to the side on one leg and turn my left foot in like I'm paratoed and stand there like that. I bet you I get me some. He gonna come in there and be like, ooh, you know, don't stand like that. Don't stand like that. Or I can have on my t-shirt and my boy short underwear. You can't see my underwear, but if he come up behind me and be like, you got on clothes, and once he pull my shirt up and see, yeah, I know little things to do. I keep my toenails painted. He likes blue is his favorite color, so I keep my toenails painted blue, and now I paint them black. That black, I like that black. So as long as my feet, I need to have my feet done, y'all. Speaking of feet, oh my goodness, I need to have them done so bad. Within the last month, my skin just grows so fast on my feet. I would have to literally sit down and do my feet every 3 days. Not that it's crusty and all big and all hard, but they dry. And I can feel the extra skin on the bottom of my feet. But yeah, I got off the subject real quick. But speaking of feet, and you know, even like my makeup, I take pictures at home. I got pictures. I was laying in the bed the other day when I had on my purple and my blue, and I just started taking pictures. And he said, what is going on with you with all these sexy pictures? I say, if I feel sexy, I'm gonna take sexy pictures, and I send them to him. If y'all go to my Facebook, they be on my Facebook page. You know, I've been getting so many comments on my makeup and stuff. You know, oh, they be like, your pictures are so pretty. What is going? Thank you. That's a blessing. I'm 40 years old. I might look 50 to some people. I might not even look 25 to some people. You know, my husband and I, we be together, and people be like, how old did you say you were? And you got how many kids? And now, y'all, I'm gonna have to take a picture of my husband and let y'all see. He's shaved. He was growing his beard. I call it his rough and tough look. He had the beard and all of this growing in right here. It wasn't thick, but you know how they get that little line that go right there. He was wearing that and he has shaved it off. So all he's got now is his mustache and his beard down here. And then he shaved his head completely bald. He's got some soft hair on his head. Y'all, I enjoy my husband. I do. I like rubbing on him. I like rubbing his arms, his back, his thighs. And on his back, right above his butt, he got a little patch of hair. And it is so soft. Ooh. I like to walk up behind him and kiss him like right on the back, right below his neck. That nigga's aphrodisiac. Y'all hear me? Yes, ma'am. But anyway, back to wives. You know, we go through a lot. We go through hormone changes. We go through weight gain and weight loss, and we get bloated sometimes. Things go wrong with our hair. Something might go wrong with our faces. Like now, I sit pretty much all day because I'm home. And my husband's gone with the car, so it's me and the baby home during the day. So I got to be careful not to get the rocking chair booty, where you get that top shelf, that little ridge at the top of your butt and the rest of your butt flat. I got to be careful because that is not cute at all. But I'm loving my butt right about now. It's starting to feel it in places because it was a little, out of whack in certain places. My husband has always loved my butt. And he says it's made just for him. Because like at a certain point in my butt, it's like it's round like that. But then it gets a little bit flat, like right in the middle of your butt. Like when you put on boy shorts where it'll cut off at, like right in the middle. And get a little flat, but then it'll go right there. And he say that's meant for him. Excuse my language, but when he's behind me, he just lay there. He just fits right there. He can walk up behind me and I could be standing up and his midsection lands right in that spot. I don't know if that's 26 years of us being together. Even when we sleep in the bed together, he lays behind me. It fits like a puzzle. It just automatically, we just go right there. He gotta be up against me some kind of way. And I take pride in that, y'all. I ain't the best looking thing. I don't have the best looking skin. Y'all, when I was in 2nd grade, I had the chicken pox. Y'all, I had the chicken pox so bad. They left scars all over me to the point the doctor was like, "You sure you didn't have smallpox?" I had them just that bad. When they took me to the doctor, they had to clear out the doctor's office in order to bring me in. Yeah, I had it just like that. I mean, it was so embarrassing. My mom had me on clothes, but I was covered up with a white sheet. I couldn't sleep on anything but clean, sanitized white sheets. My mom used to I remember my grandmother used to cover the sofa with plastic, and then she put the white sheets on top of that, and that's what I slept on in our den. And she would close the door because I had it so bad that she didn't want nobody else to catch it. But I had a TV in there, and I had the cable all to myself, and she bought me a phone. It was a Mickey Mouse telephone, and Mickey Mouse is standing up and with his hand like this, and that will hold the handle. So I had everything, and she used to have to put me in a tub in salt water to bathe me. You talking about something hurt? Girl, I had big hickeys like that. I mean, sores like that all over me. I just have sensitive skin like that. Something bite me, it'll leave marks. Like this mark right here. I don't know if y'all can see it. Look like a welt or a blister. That's from a chicken pox that I had when I was in the 2nd grade. I got one on this side over here. Like marks on my arms and stuff like that. I don't know if y'all can see them. The majority of them are gone away. I got to keep putting my lemons on my elbow to lighten it up. But I have little blemishes all over my skin, and that come from, if a mosquito bite me or something, I don't have to scratch it. It just will leave a dark mark. So, like I say, I'm not perfect. I don't look like other people, but I'm me. I'm me. I'm me, my little 4'11", sexy, big bone, thick me. My skin is soft. I've had people always tell me, you so soft. Even when I was in middle school, you know, guys used to like you back then. They walk up to you and touch you or wrap their arm around you. They be like, girl, why are you so soft like that? We had a dance after school one day, and I'll never forget it. When the acid wash jeans were out, the tight stretch acid wash jeans, and I had on a pair of blue ones, and I had on pink and white um, Nikes with a pink top and my blue and white jeans. I was standing just like, you know, with my back towards, we were outside the gymnasium at school. I mean, the cafeteria. And my back was towards the parking lot. And I knew everybody was just standing out there chit chatting. And all of a sudden, y'all, I felt somebody touch me. And I turned around. It's about 3 or 4 boys standing behind me. And the guy was like, y'all, I don't mean no harm. He said, but your ass just look like it's so soft. I just need to see if it was actually soft like that. And he said, man, it is. And I was so creeped out. Y'all just don't know. I was creeped out. I was like, oh my goodness. Who does that? I mean, like, wow. Did you really just walk up to me and squeeze my butt just because you wanted to see if it was soft as it looked? I used to get that all the time. All the time. Can I please squeeze your butt? It wasn't big. I didn't have a badonkadonk, but it was like, it just looked so soft. Can I please? Your arms, everything. My husband would be rubbing my feet. Girl, he was like, you know what, you trouble. You trouble. He told me, he said, you know what, I can honestly say I'm glad that my husband had a vasectomy. He said, I'm glad I got a vasectomy because we would have about 12 children in this house. Because I just can't stay off you. And I was like, okay. So like I said, we as wives, we have something special. Each and every one of us, we have something special. Whether it's the smell that you get around your neck, your natural pheromones, or, you know, I don't know if any of you other women go through that, but I have this natural smell that's right between my breasts, and it's kind of like my a cross between, I don't know if y'all ever smelled breast milk, but it's breast milk and my natural pheromones, and my husband love it. He love it. He likes to put his face right between there. And my baby boy, when he goes to sleep sometimes in my arms when I'm holding him, he puts his face right between there. You know, like my hair. Your hair gives off, because of the different chemicals and stuff you put in, your hair has a scent that it always has. And that's me. He'll get my pillow and he'll sleep on my pillow when I'm not in the bed, or when we beside, or he could be sitting beside me and he'll just do my hair. Even though this is weave, he'll still just rub it. And he was like, your hair smells so good, you know. Stuff like that, you know. It's little things that we can pay attention to, y'all. Like I say, I try to do things the way I iron my husband's shirts. I try to do something different than other, like his friends. You know, everybody iron a certain way, but I like to put that little extra crease down the center of the front of his shirts. You know, so every time he look at his shirt, or he's looking in the mirror somewhere, he be like, that's my baby. He got that little reminder of something special that I did for him. You know, picking out his clothes when we go shopping. He's never ever liked the way I shop, because he just was that type of person. He was jeans and t-shirts, blue jeans, white t-shirts, blue shirts, that kind of stuff. But lately, I went out and bought him some polo clothes. You know, he's always liked polo, but he's never been one to say, okay, I just got to go to the polo store. But now, this dude, I done spoiled him. He'll go to the polo store when he get paid and get him a couple of shirts, and he come home and I be like, well, when you got that shirt? Oh, I went and got it the other day. I'm like, okay, well, good. I'm glad to see you doing something like that, you know. And my kids, they was like, mama, even me, my kids know I'm a jeans and t-shirt kind of girl, and sneakers. I love sneakers. And they be like, my oldest daughter said, mom, I like how you done changed up your wardrobe. You know, you got a lot of girly girl stuff. Even though you've always been a girly girl, but you wasn't no girly girl like that, you know. So I try to, the older I get, the more I try to reinvent myself. You know, do a little something extra to change, like the makeup. When my kids were younger, I never wore makeup. I never wore eyeshadow. All I did was wear eyeliner and lip gloss. That was it. And when I say lip gloss, I mean chapstick. Or either I would put lip liner on with just the cherry chapstick. That's it. That's all I used to wear. So now I give me a little something extra. You know, I like it. Not that I need the help, but my face is changing. And you know, it's our prerogative as women. If we want to change the way our face look, I just want to even out my skin tone. I don't want to look like nobody else. I don't claim to be no makeup guru, none of that. This is me, Teresa Moore Richardson, and I approve this message. This is just me. This is what I like to do. I'm not trying to be nobody else. This is me. You know, I know I love high heel shoes, but I can't walk in them. My feet are so flat that when I walk in them, they got to be a certain height and they got to be made a certain way, or my back will start to hurt, or I feel like I'm going to fall forward because I'm so short. You know, and I don't wear heels enough, and my feet and my legs are not adjusted to that. So, you know, I might buy shoes, I might sell them, whatever, but I'm just not, I don't wear high heels like that, you know. So I got a few little things I want to work out. I do want to eventually, as a wife, to lose a little bit of my stomach, but right now it's holding up my breast. You know, the more weight you gain, the bigger your breast get. My stomach is holding up my breast. Thank you, because I don't want them sagging all the way down to my stuff. You know, shoot. And my kids was like, Mama, your chest getting big. And yeah, I know. My girls will come in my room and I'd be like, oh, excuse me, but I don't have one. And they'd be like, ugh. I said, this is my room. Get out. Why is your booty so big like that? Why is it so wide? I said, yeah, I'm your mama. And if you have children too, this is what you got to look forward to. They were like, man, my 18-year-old, I don't want to be big like that. I said, I'm not fat and nasty. I'm sexy. And my husband loved every inch of it. And they'd be like, oh, we just so grossed out. I said, I don't have to sugarcoat nothing for y'all no more. You 18, you 20, and you 22. I'm going to tell it like it is, you know. So I like doing little cute stuff to entice my husband, to turn him on, to make him feel proud that I'm his wife. You know, whether it's cooking, whether it's cleaning, whether it's rearranging something, whether when he come home from work, y'all, I be done dug up the front yard and planted some flowers or put out some mulch and some rocks or some lights or something. You know, it's a couple of times he's come home and I've gone to the store and changed all the light fixtures on the outside of the house, you know, to look a certain type of way. And, you know, that's just me. I can spend some money. I'll spend mine. I'll spend yours and somebody else's. I'm trying to figure out right now, because we're trying to move, so I got to save money, you know, because you have to transfer your lights, your water, your cable, all of that kind of stuff. So I got to save money for that. Plus, get the U-Haul, get boxes. I got to make sure when we do move that whatever food I have in my house, I got to transfer that, but then I got to also add some extra. That's just me. I'm sorry. That's just me. I can't help that. So I'm saving my money for that. But I need to get me like, I'm trying to figure out my budget, how I can get me like maybe $2,500 more dollars. Yeah, because I want to go and buy, I saw it's an L-shaped sofa that I want, because the house we're in now, we have a living room, but we don't have a dining room. So the house we're moving to has a huge living room, and I mean it's long, and it has a fireplace. And then we have it's kind of like a dining area right off of the kitchen. And then we have a den. So the sofa I have now is going in my den. So I want to go and purchase a L-shaped sofa, or maybe just a sofa and love seat. And I want to get some chairs and like a coffee table, because I want to put in, even that room is long this way. You know, it's long this way. So at the front part of it, I want to put some chairs on the coffee table and maybe like some big vases um, closer to the window, but closer to the fireplace. I'm going to divide the room in half. So I want to put a sitting area over there also, but I want it to be a couch and a sofa or either an L-shaped sectional. So I want to go buy both of those with the accessories. And I want to get possibly a bedroom set. And I've seen this, it's this company keep advertising complete sets for like $550. I want to get another bed, a twin bed for my girls. Well, for my 18-year-old, get her a twin bed because my other two girls, they sleep together, the two little ones. They have a full, is it a full or a queen? I think it's a queen. So that's what I want to do for them. And get me a few things, like some more picture frames. Y'all, I'm into this purple. I keep saying it, I want to find me some purple suede. It don't have to be suede. I can't think of the name of the other material. Not chenille fabric. Kind of like that suede material that's on the sofas now. I can't think of the name of it, but I wanted a deep plum purple, like this purple, this dark purple. Can y'all see that? That dark purple that's in this headband. I want the chairs to be covered with that. And I want to do zebra stripe and purple in my bathroom with silver accents in my bathroom, my personal bathroom. So yeah, that's what I want to do. That's a little something to, when my husband come home, I want him to see his house nice and neat. I am so ready for Thanksgiving, y'all. I am so ready for Thanksgiving. My kitchen is not going to be huge, but it's bigger than the one that I have, and I have more counter space. And then I have an area, you know, like I said, my table is off of my dining room, but I still have room. I have some little tables, some buffet tables that I can set up and put tablecloths on, and I'm going to put on one side all of my baked goods, like my cakes and my pies, and then on the other side will be some of the food, you know. So I'm gonna set that up, and yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm definitely gonna do that. So I want to cook a ham. I'm gonna do 2 turkeys like I always do. A ham, 2 turkeys. I want some oxtails, macaroni and cheese dressing, potato salad, collard greens. I'm gonna do the collard greens, and I'm gonna do mustards and turnips mixed in 2 separate pots, with ham hocks in both. What else? Oh, chitterlings and hog maws. My husband love them, and I do too. Rice, and I'm gonna do some gravy and cornbread, and I think that's gonna be it. Shoot, that's enough. Oh, desserts. It'll be coconut cake, chocolate cake, the sour cream pound cake, and like 6 sweet potato pies, and an apple pie, because my husband loves apple pie. I'm definitely gonna do the apple pie. I think I'm gonna try to make the apple pie myself. I haven't made the crust in some time now. The very first pie I made him was, I did it from scratch, made the crust and boiled the apples and all of that. So I'm gonna do that this year, something a little extra, because he's not expecting that. That's if my time don't run out, y'all, because I'll be busy for real. But that's another part of my wifely duties that I have on my plate. So y'all, and I know y'all, I'm looking at some of y'all women on YouTube, and y'all some bad females. I'm telling you, beautiful faces, keeping your hair done, makeup be flawless, you know. And y'all, whether y'all know it or not, I like to see what a person's background looks like, you know. I like to see how people decorate their houses. That's just a fetish of mine. I just love that. Not to say I'm being nosy, but it's just that's something that I like. I love decorating. I like seeing people's different styles and how they can put things together. Two people might have the same thing in their house. They might have the same thing, but it might not. They might not. They can have it decorated totally different, you know. So that's what I like. I love that. I truly love that. I be on this on YouTube. It's a channel called Designed by Roberson. I love going in, and she gets in contact with people. People send her an email, you know, help me. Can you give me some kind of help as how I can change my room around, this that, and the other, and to see what she come up with. Oh my goodness, I just love it. I love it. I love you know, just girly stuff. Anything make you feel sexy and warm and cozy and comfortable. That's me. I just love it. But I've been getting a lot of messages from women, you know, about they love my channel and keep up the good work, and how inspiration and some of the things that I've gone through they can relate to. So that's mainly what my channel is going to be about. I don't have a lot of video views, you know, but hey, I'm just getting started, and it's mainly just what it is, you know. Somebody, it might be going through something in their life, and something I've said or something I've done might help them, or maybe hey, they can come in with something they've gone through that can help me, especially as a wife. We wives sometimes we get mistreated, we get left in the cold, if you want to say it. We're the last thing that's taken care of, because mommy has to take care of everybody, husband and children, you know. And in my case, husband and 6 children. Even though my 3 older children are grown, they still live with me, and they're my children. I wouldn't care if they didn't live here. One of them, that's just going to be hard for me to let go of, you know, but I know I have to do it because they're going to have their own lives. But you know, mommy's always there with her advice, whether they want it or not. And it's hard for me because I'm used to them taking my advice, and now they're getting to where they just, you know. But you know what trips me out is how their friends come to me, or they send me friend requests, and we talk back and forth. My 18-year-old, some of her guy friends that go to school with her, one night she left her Facebook page open, and no, I was on her Facebook page. I was playing a game. I was playing Cityville or Cafe World, one of them, and I sent her some requests to fill for me, but she was asleep. So I went to her Facebook page and I answered the, you know, the request or whatnot. And the guy thought she was online, and he just sent her a message. And I was like, no, this is not Galen. You know, she's sleeping. And he was like, oh, well, hey, mama, you know. And I was like, hey, and how are you? And you know, we just started chatting, and I was like, well, what's going on? What you doing up this time of night? Because it'd be like 2, 3 in the morning. I said, don't you have school tomorrow? And he was like, well, yeah, you know, I'm just going through a little something. And I said, well, whatever it is, it's going to be okay, you know. I said, do you want to talk about it? And he just started spilling his guts, you know. So I have a lot of my kids' friends come to me like that, you know, especially the girls, you know, their boyfriends. We have a good relationship because I talk to them. I ask them questions. I joke with them, you know. But when it come down to me being serious about my children, I don't play that. I'm not going to play about you hurting my children. None of that. But like I told my girls, y'all got to be strong. You can't be no wimps dealing with these punks, because they'll punk you every chance they get, and you'll be right here in your heart and your face will be in your behind. You don't want that. Don't take this bull crap they dishing out, because you're going to be somebody's wife one day. You don't want to be worn out by the time you get there. So if you don't have to deal with these young dudes' foolishness, then don't. Cut them off at the knees. String up their shoes and send them on their way. That's what you have to do. You got to let them know, don't effing play with me, because I don't have to deal with it. Just like you came to me, I can get 10 more. You got to have that kind of attitude. You got to. You can't take this foolishness. You got so many of them don't know what respect is. They don't know how to treat a young lady. And I say, but then you guys got to understand this too. You just you babies. Y'all have no clue. You have not found yourself yet. You have not gotten all the bull crap out your life. So how can you want to be in a relationship with somebody? Now see, I can say that now, but when I was their age, you know, even though my husband and I were together, I didn't second guess it one bit whether we were supposed to be together or not. It just felt like it was right. And they probably feel the same way. But you know what? Me growing up, I didn't have anybody to talk to me about sex, about the things that guys do and the things that they say to get in your panties, or things that they can, you know, how they just in general. I didn't have anybody to talk to me about that. My mom and them didn't believe in, you know, saying certain subjects. I grew up in a house full of older people, you know. So it was just that way. But I'm not like that with my children. We talk about everything. We talk about sex. Me and my girls were in the living room talking last night about they want to use tampons. And I'm against using tampons, because I feel like when you got that thing stuck up there, your body has heat on the inside. And when your body is being cleaned out, it's being cleaned out of all the impurities. You know, all those eggs that didn't, you know, all those eggs and all that extra, the lining in your uterus, is that extra lining is coming out. So why, when you plug that up, even if it's just for a couple of hours, I feel like that's just bacteria just growing. That's just me. I'm sorry, I don't use them. And I told my girls, always buy deodorant pads, because when you have waste that comes out, not everybody have an odor, but some people do, because of, it could be hormone changes, it could be some of the things that you eat, it could have been you might have had sex the day before you came on, or something like that, and all of that stuff has to come back out. There's no other way for that to go unless it's going to be fertilized, but all of that is not going to be used, so it has to come back out. So you got all of this stuff that has to come out of your body, and that's the way it come out. Let it flow. Buy you some deodorant pads. That way, when you, even if you are on your cycle, and I know all women have been in this position where it was either you or somebody sitting next to you got up and they might have been on their cycle, and all you could smell was like you open a can of sardines. That's embarrassing. It's not something we can control, you know, because a period is a period, you know. But my husband can tell you, it's not a time, I don't think, from what I know and what he said, maybe one time, I don't know, but he always tell my kids, I don't care, I have to ask my wife when she on her, she have to tell me, because I don't ever smell her. He can lay with his head between my legs while I'm on my cycle, with my panties on, of course, and he don't ever, because that's just me, I wear deodorant pads. It gets rid of the scent, you know. But when I have a period, I can tell the difference in the smell. You know, I know what I want my stuff to smell like, but, you know, I don't know about anybody else. But that's just a stickler for me. And even me, I don't have to put deodorant on every day. I put deodorant on once a week. I don't get musky like that. You know, I don't sweat that often. And that's maybe why I don't lose weight, because I don't sweat, you know. So that's my take on the period thing, you know. I know a lot of women don't like to wear pads. I don't like to wear them either, but I wear them. But I also fit them to where the back, I always put on, like on my heaviest days, I'll put on 3 pads at a time. I lay them on top of each other like this. That's 2. And then the third one will be on top of that, but I will fit it further to the back. That way the tail end part can go up in my crack. You know, that's just me. So when I sit down, if anything was to roll to the back, it won't be on the back of my clothes. I have the extra support, you know. That's just me. I fit it up there so that when you even looking at me from the back, you won't see the outline of a pad back there. So I make sure that I'm well padded, and that's just me. You know, I don't know if anybody else does that, but my first couple of days, my period be heavy, and it be to the point where um it don't hurt as bad now, but my problem is the whole week or two before my period start, I cramp real bad, and I mean real bad, and my legs hurt. It's irritating. It's like my ovaries hurt. I can feel it on both sides. It's like they get inflamed. For 2 whole weeks it be like that, and my whole insides be sore. Ugh, whew, it's not a good feeling. But then once my cycle start, I have that first day, I have a little nagging pain, but nothing that's, I sometimes I get, it drains me, and I get in the bed or I just lay around, but it's nothing too serious. So, that's just something that I like to do, as for me. And I like smelling good for my husband. I like being clean for him, and not only for him but for myself, because I know how he likes to enjoy me, and he needs to be able to enjoy me whenever he gets ready. Yeah, some days I be like, look, I don't even feel like that, especially if I'm having problems with my back or something like that, because I fell when I was pregnant with my oldest son on my back, and I have problems with my back sometimes. So when I'm going through something like that, or muscle spasms, or either, I have irregular heartbeats, so I'm taking medicine for that. Some days I'm just not what I call 100% me, to my freaky self me, to where I just want to flirt and be sexy, and just some days I'm not that. Some days I just want to lay around and just get me together. So on those days, I still have to try to look cute. I try to do a little extra around the house, you know, or at least keep our room clean and keep the sheets. I'll wash the sheets, and then I wash them in fabric softener and stuff like that. So when he decided to come lay down, his pillows are fresh, his sheets are fresh, and they feel good on his skin. Something that can comfort him when I'm not able to give my all like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's just me as a wife. Like I say, wives have a lot to go through. We do. Dealing with our children, dealing with us, making sure we're right for our families, and it's not an easy job. It's not an easy job. Now, when you have a husband that's disrespectful to you, call you out your name, wants to fight you, and that kind of stuff, it is so very hard to still be the wife that God designed for you to be. Because you're like, why should I continue to give to him and be all of this for him, and he mistreat me? Nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to feel used. Nobody wants to feel thrown away or disrespected or hurt all the time. Nobody wants to do that. But like I was talking to someone the other day, in order for you to be blessed, you got to let God handle it. You got to continue to do what he asks you to. And that's the hardest thing. I still have a hard time with that. When me and my husband have our disagreements, that's hard for me, because I'm used to putting up a wall. Ever since I was a little girl, when I feel threatened or, or something like that, I put up a wall. And it's hard to break that wall down. And I'm just, as I got it within the last 6 months, I'm just realizing that I do that. I had never paid it any attention. That it's a defense mechanism to protect me. But I do. Within the last couple of days, I've been reading a lot. And yesterday I was reading Proverbs chapter 3. Please read that. Proverbs chapter 3. Read that and go over it, because it's a lot of little verses. So, take your time during the day and you just keep reading over it. And it helped me out a lot. It gave me some insight. And like today, I'm reading 1 Peter 3. It's about whys. And I was thinking about, um I was talking to my sister. We have our big girl conversations. um what do you do when you have a husband that cheats? What do you do when you have a husband that disrespects you? What do you do when you have a husband that say all kind of things out his mouth, but then he turn around when his balls get tight and he want to come and lay all up on you and rub on you? That give you the creeps. It give you the creeps. It be like, oh no, you didn't. Have you lost your mind? Did you just call me a B? Now you want to get some? Who does that? What about you and your brain turns you on to make you want to come lay up in me? Is it just that little adrenaline rush you just had, and now you want to release it? Is that all I'm good for? Is that what you want? You just called me out my name and told me I ain't this, I ain't that, but now you want to come sleep with me? I don't understand that with myself. I'm a creature of habit. In order for me to give you all of me, my mind, my body, and my spirit got to be connected. I'm sorry, I can't open up like that. That's why I don't believe in having sex when my children are awake. It's better if they're not home, because I don't want no interruptions. I want to free my mind and the rest will follow. I want to open up. I want to just lay there and just let you take over till it's my turn. That's just me. That's just me. That's God made that an outlet for man. His urges. When he getting those urges, he created a woman not only to help him, but it's best to have your own woman, your wife, that you can do that with and not have to worry about whether you living in sin. So every time, me and my husband, we laugh about this all the time, and we be like, Lord, thank you. As much as we done been together, that's a good feeling to know that that's my husband. That's my dude. And he quick to tell me, girl, I got papers on you. Yeah, I got papers on you too. So watch where you putting that thing in, okay? Because it belong to me. I don't like sharing. Not my man. I don't even like him. Like people that he worked with. He be like, yeah, baby, what's up? Oh no, dude, those words are for me. You better call her something else. Don't call her no baby, no stinker, no pudding, no none of that. Personal stuff, I don't do that. No, Women get an idea that, okay, ooh, then you might not even be their type at the moment, but you keep doing that enough, and one of them days come up where they done had it with they dude, or they feeling lonely and they start looking at you sideways. I ain't having it. Don't open up that can of worms, please don't. So yeah, I don't understand how men do that. You disrespect your wife, but then you go out there and sleep with somebody else. Your wife got everything you need, but it's up to you what you do with it. If you want her to be vivacious and just blossom in front of you, you got to treat her just like that delicate flower that she is. You got to water her. You got to fertilize her. You got to take care of her. All of that. You got to. And in order for her to give you something in return, because you can look at her, once you do that for her, you know how you water a flower and you give them the correct amount of water and food and sunshine. When you look at them again, they open up, they blossom, into this beautiful thing. Something to look at, and they have a beautiful smell. Women give off hormones just like men do. And at certain times of month, a man can smell it. I'm not talking about your period. It's that pheromone. Some women do it a lot more often. It's just like, well, you have it. It's just there. But sometimes when you get in heat, it get turned up. Yeah, my neck hot. Or am I making myself hot? That might be it. Ooh. Hey, I need to go in there and shave. That ain't good. But yeah, in order to, I don't know why men don't understand that. You can't be dogging a woman out like that and think, unless she just that type of woman, like for you to talk dirty to her like that and mean and that kind of, oh, she don't give a crap. I do. I ain't nobody's B. I ain't nobody's H. I might be my husband's, but you ain't got to call me that. I can act like one for us to get, get to getting. But I mean, I don't do those words. I don't call you no punk B, do I? I don't do none of that. So, men have to choose their words wisely. Why would you want to hurt your wife in a way that you wouldn't want to do to hurt your daughter or your mother? They don't do they ever. I mean, I think about this, y'all. Okay, you carried his children. You're the mother of his children. There's no more beautiful thing to see than to know. Y'all don't know what a high that was for me and my husband when I look at him to know that I was carrying his child. That we came together. God chose that moment to use us to bring one of his children in this world. And that baby was going to grow inside of me and come out looking like either him or me or both of us. And that this dude, I mean, we came together and we made magic. That does something to me. I don't know if y'all ever think about that, but I do. We sit and we talk about it. He talks about how he used to hold my hand and to help me get out the car, and how he used to like to see me get out the shower when I got real good and pregnant, how big my stomach was. Stuff like that. We talk about those kind of things and we reminisce, and it just puts us in a mood. And yeah, kind of, you gotta keep it spicy. You gotta, and we still have our days where we just not feeling each other. And we had one last night till I was like, So today I decided to get up and do my face. I'm gonna find me something cute and sexy for him. um I'm not quite sure what it is. I might put on some stretch pants and this kind of blousey like top. It has nothing to do with my makeup, no, but I'm gonna make it work. I got a brown headband I might mix with this blue one, and I'm gonna put on my blue. Y'all see this top? This how it is at the bottom. I got it tied in a knot on the side right here, but I'm gonna wear this top. It's got a little bow in the front, and it hangs off the shoulder. So I'm gonna wear that with some blue leggings, some denim looking leggings, and I'm gonna go from there. That's what I'm gonna. And my flip flops, I might paint my toes blue instead of black, or I might just add a little extra black to it. Who knows? But that's what I plan to do. Um, so we can go to the grocery store and pick up some food. And I want me some shrimp today. Um, I don't know if I want to. He said he wants some shrimp and some snow crab legs. I kind of want me some blue crabs. Y'all, if y'all live anywhere that have blue crabs and y'all know what I'm talking about, baby, ain't nothing like. I love me some. I buy blue crabs before I buy king crab, snow crab legs, into that. That's mine. That's my thing. I love me some blue crabs. I make me a dip, or either I melt me some butter. But sometimes I don't be in the mood for either one of those. I just eat. Especially when they fresh crabs. The meat be good and sweet and fresh. I sit and get funkified, baby. I be smelling like crab molati. For real. I like to put sausage in it, and smoked neck bones, and potatoes, and corn, and shrimp. And I use something called Louisiana crab seasoning, y'all. If y'all know, if y'all see it in the store, go get it, try it. Cut you up an onion, a bell pepper, 2 onions, 2 bell peppers, and some celery stalks. Probably 2 celery stalks. And put that Louisiana crab seasoning in there. And some salt. And some cayenne pepper. About a fourth of a cup of cayenne pepper. Put it in that crab water. Baby, you got some good eating. Yes, you do. That grease from the sausage get in that water. The grease from the smoked meat get in there. And then when you put the corn and all of the potatoes just soak up all that goodness. Y'all, I'm getting excited right about now. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am, Pam. I'm going to give me some crabs today. And I'm going to make some coleslaw to keep in the refrigerator, because me and my husband, we like coleslaw. So I keep it and put it in those storage containers, and I can have it for about a week. If I get one of them real good storage containers that take all the air out, I can have it for about 2 weeks. And I make my coleslaw. I got one of them box cheese graters, and I grate the cabbage and the carrots, and I use either Blue Plate mayonnaise or Kraft real mayonnaise. I put a cup of that. It depends. If I use 2 big heads of lettuce, it's a cup of mayonnaise. And I put maybe 3 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. And I start off with a cup and a half of Dixie Crystal sugar. Mix all of that together. Mix it all together. Let it sit 5 minutes, because it'll start to get a juice to it. You'll see it get a juice to it. And taste it and see if it's sweet enough for you, because you don't want it if it's bitter. It's got to have a little sweetness to it. It's got to have a great balance. If you need a little more sugar, add just a little bit at a time. If you need a little bit more vinegar, just add a capful until you get it to the taste that you like. If you want it spicy, put you some crushed red pepper over in there and mix it up. Put it in your storage container, put it in the refrigerator, and let it sit. Baby, good to go. I love it. I love it. I love it. My grandmother taught me how to make that. The one thing that I'm angry about that I didn't get her to teach me how to do was she used to make a dish called catfish stew. It's smothered catfish, smothered in gravy with onions. I can pretty much figure it out because I know what kind of seasoning she used. My grandmother was just that type of woman. Her food was always good, and she didn't have to put a lot of stuff on it. You know, how I watched her in her household, she always invited people in, and, you know, it was so bad. Our mailman, he would make sure that our house would be the one that he'd get to for his lunch break. He would come in and have a seat. Even if she hadn't cooked nothing, she'd make him a sandwich. You know, there's nothing like a woman that can make you a sandwich, make you want to kick yourself. She'd make you a big behind sandwich. Or I remember the days he'd come and sit down, and he'd have whatever she cooked. You know, even the kids that used to live next door, you know, they didn't have the best of growing up. You know, some days they didn't have food and stuff like that. Sometimes their mama wouldn't even be home for months, you know. Excuse me. And they would come over, and Miss Ann, can I get something to eat? And my grandma was a housekeeper. She was the cook. She didn't do the cleaning. She just did the cooking and the ironing. And so whatever she would bring home from her job, she would always save it and give it to them, because she would bring home the little Debbie snack cakes, the squares, the little ones, the little chocolate ones in it. Y'all don't know. Y'all ain't ready. Them things are so good. I still get them and eat the chocolate off and then eat the middle. But she would give that to those kids, or whatever she cooked. They always knew that they could come and Miss Ann would get them something to eat. And that's the kind of parent that I want to be. I hate to see somebody be hungry. I hate to see a little child nose nasty. I hate to see, you know, a little girl without her hair combed. Even if you just put grease and water in and brush it up into a cute little ponytail. You know, that's just me. You know, So I'm all about feeding people. And I messed my husband up because I cooked for him every day. Y'all, I ain't gonna never forget, his dad came to our